everyone, it's your girl Samantha here, and this story seems to be going under the radar. Not sure why. I don't know if it's because it's wealthy white people, but let's go ahead and jump right into this. It's coming from the New York Post, and it says a mugshot released of the New York NYC bodybuilder accused of shooting his parents. This was published December 27, 2021, and for some reason it took like a little while for us to find out the identity of the shooter, because I actually heard about the story yesterday and I did not know the identity, so I didn't really want to report on the story because I didn't have enough details for me to want to talk about the news story. So let me go ahead and jump right into this. It said the Brooklyn bodybuilder who allegedly shot his parents at their sprawling $3.2 million Long Island estate appears stony-faced in his mugshot released by police. Dino Tomassetti, age 29, a personal trainer in East Williamsburg, is accused of shooting his father in the back and his mother in the head at their Tony Hewlett Harbor home Saturday morning, according to Nassau County cops. Tomassetti fled to New Jersey in a Cadillac Escalade, which state police tracked via GPS, and contacted the Mahwah Police Department for assistance. When he reached that area, sources told the Daily Voice. It's so interesting because I was just talking to my sister about this, how the increase in killings of black children killing their mothers has increased. And even with that being said, parricide is still significantly low overall. It's just like a shock to the black community because we're not used to our children killing us. But white kids tend to kill their parents a lot at a lot higher rates. And I was telling my sister, because I think she was saying she hasn't heard of sons killing their mothers, like stories about that. But I told her they do kill their moms, and it's actually probably not as prominent. Like, you're not noticing it as much because they typically are killing their parents, because white people tend to marry at a higher rate. So, like this story right here, this guy killed his mother and his father. So, yes, he's killing his mom. He just has a father to kill as well. So, the 235-pound suspect was collared without incident just after 2 p.m. Sunday and charged as a fugitive from justice. He remains held at the Bergen County Jail pending an extradition hearing, according to the outlet. His parents, Rocco Tomassetti, age 65, and Vincenza Marciana Tomassetti, age 64, underwent surgery for their wounds, the New Jersey News outlet reported. The father is reportedly in the more serious condition. Dino says on Instagram that he is a personal trainer at retro fitness locations in Forest Hills and Glendale, Queens. He boasts of personal records of 725 pounds in the deadlift, 625 pounds in the squat, and 550 pounds in the bench press. His family's construction empires shaped the Big Apple's skyline, according to the Daily Voice. Rocco Tomassetti's Empire Transit Mix Company reportedly provided the concrete for the Freedom Tower. The pumped-up suspect's late grandfather, Italian immigrant Dino Tomassetti Sr., owned construction chain L'Aquila Group, whose projects included Goldman Sachs headquarters near Ground Zero and the Bank of America headquarters, the outlet said. He also had been linked by the feds to organized crime, according to a 2006 report in the New York Times. This is so strange to me. I mean, people like to tout that children coming from a two-parent household are going to turn out better, and then on top of that, this guy seems to have more money than he knows what to do with. So essentially, just what went wrong here? Why couldn't you make the cut? Why couldn't you be successful when you have so much advantage over the typical black person anyway? So this is just really strange. So the then 79-year-old Tomassetti Sr. was under indictment for allegedly making thousands of dollars in illegal payoffs to union officials over a decade, according to the newspaper. He denied the charges. Of course he did. He's a mafia. And in 1997, Rocco Tomassetti and his father were arrested for allegedly operating an illegal waste transfer station near the company's headquarters in the Flatland section of Brooklyn, the Times reported. Of course they did. They're able to amass all this money, and we know how they probably got it, but through illegal means and through their whiteness. So L'Aquila also failed to disclose a 1987 racketeering indictment for bribing local officials to allow it to dump construction waste illegally in New Jersey, according to the outlet. The scheme was allegedly organized by a member of the Gambino crime organization. The charges against L'Aquila were ultimately dropped as part of a $25,000 civil settlement, the Times reported. Wow. So even though he killed his parents, thankfully it looks like they survived the shooting. I'm kind of surprised the father's doing worse than the mom when the mom was shot in the head. The father was shot in the back. So, like I said, the news outlets are being especially silent and mum on this whole situation with the Tomassetti shooting. You guys just saw me going through YouTube and could not find any videos covering this shooting. And when you look here and it says top stories, it goes through Daily Voice, Daily Mail, the New York Post, and that's it. There's like no one else covering this crazy situation. You have the Los Angeles Times, the Business Journals, Crosscut, San Jose Inside, NBC Bay Area, Herald Community, MEAWW. This is insane. Like, where is ABC News, Fox News, all these larger outlets? So he shot his parents on Christmas, and I just think it's so crazy that I can't find out one video discussing this issue. Not one. Yeah, there are literally no videos covering this. Wow, that's insane. That is insane. People are completely silent on this. I'm surprised MSN is covering it at all. I'm just in shock. I'm in complete shock that nobody's talking about this. This happened these people are so wealthy. And this happened like right outside of New York, or is Long Island part of New York? And like no one is talking about this. So they said the couple has 3 children, including twins Rocco and Dino, and a daughter, Gina, who's 24. Wow, this is insane. This is insane. I'm just shocked at at the lack of news coverage. Let's see here. You know, Daily Mail has no problem covering it. They love to shine a spotlight on how crazy America is. Let's see. So let's read this article because, like I said, Daily Mail usually goes deeper into things than other news articles, like news media or news outlets that are in America. So it says the Brooklyn bodybuilder's mugshot is released after he shot his parents on Christmas morning at their $3.2 million Long Island mansion, then fled in Cadillac tracked by GPS as family's mob ties are revealed. And they talk about black folks. I mean, white people are able to do these crazy ass things and just get so wealthy off of it. So the bodybuilding crazed son of a family that helped, like if black people were doing the things this family was doing, they'd be in prison for like the rest of their lives and would not be able to acquire such wealth off of their illegal activities. So let me go ahead and get through this article. It says the bodybuilding crazed son of a family that helped shape New York City's skyline appeared stone-faced in his mugshot after he was arrested for allegedly shooting his parents at their sprawling $3.2 million Long Island estate on Christmas morning. I always want to say mansion. Construction magnate Rocco Tomassetti, age 65, and wife Vincetta Marciano Tomassetti were shot inside their 8,751 square foot mansion in Hewlett Harbor at around 10 a.m. Their 29-year-old son, Dino Tomassetti, allegedly fled the scene in a Cadillac Escalade, which Nassau County police were able to track via GPS after a neighbor reported a quote-unquote disturbance at the family's house. As they chased Dino into New Jersey, they contacted the Mahwah Police Department for assistance in arresting him. Why does it sound like an African word? It's so weird. Dino is now being held at the Bergen County Jail pending an extradition hearing. According to the Daily Voice, he is charged as a fugitive from justice. The severity of the charges that he will face in Nassau County would depend on the respective condition of his parents, who have both undergone surgery for their wounds. Sources tell the Daily Voice Vincenzo was shot in the head and Rocco was shot in the back. Rocco remains in serious condition. Both were conscious when they were found inside their home, according to the Long Island Herald, and were rushed by a county police ambulance to a local hospital. They are both expected to survive, the Herald reports. The Tomassetti family is part of a construction dynasty formed by the late Dino Tomassetti Sr., an Italian immigrant whose chain of L'Aquila companies helped shape New York City's skyline. Their projects include the Goldman Sachs headquarters near Ground Zero, the Bank of America headquarters, condominiums, and more. His son Rocco's Empire Transit Mix Company provided the concrete for the Freedom Tower, and his daughter's company helped develop the structure. The family has previously faced indictments for their alleged mob ties, and their sprawling home on Long Island is now surrounded by yellow tape as police investigate the shooting in the exclusive South Shore community, which is in the 95th percentile for public safety. And this is why they don't cover these stories, because these things aren't supposed to happen. It's supposed to just be black people who are shooting each other. So let's continue. It says Dino works as a personal trainer in East Williamsburg in Brooklyn. His social media pages are filled with pictures of him flexing his bulging muscles. His Instagram page, which remained up Sunday, was stacked with snaps of him lifting weights and occasionally traveling to more exotic parts of the world, such as Paris and the Caribbean. In one photo, he's posing in a car showing off a pricey Breitling watch. In another post, he boasts about his 240-pound physique. He writes that he is able to deadlift 725 pounds, 625 pounds in a squat, and 550 pounds in the bench press. Police have not yet released a motive for the shootings. The investigation is continuing, police have said. But the family has been embroiled in legal troubles in the past, with federal prosecutors claiming his late grandfather had ties to the mob. Dino's grandfather, Dino Tomassetti Sr., is a legend in New York City, both for what he accomplished as a first-generation immigrant, must be nice to be white, and for the scandals that he became embroiled in. Must be nice to be white, to have all these scandals and still be able to acquire wealth somehow and be free to do all that. So he owned construction company L'Aquila Group and had been linked by the feds to organized crime. A 2006 New York Times profile detailed how Dino Sr. was once indicted for allegedly illegally making thousands of dollars in illegal payoffs to union brass over the span of a decade. The elder Dino denied the allegations, but then in 1997, both Rocco and Dino Sr. were arrested for allegedly operating an illegal waste site next to their company's Brooklyn headquarters, the New York Times reported. That year, the company pleaded guilty to filing fake documents related to a project at Elmhurst Hospital Center in Queens. All they're going to do is just pay money and keep it moving. So it's L'Aquila, which had a $2.5 million contract to build concrete decking for a new wing at the hospital, has secretly and illegally subcontracted the work to a second company for $1.4 million, enabling L'Aquila to collect a $1 million profit. Okay, so the Times reported. The scheme came to light after L'Aquila failed to pay the second company. I was about to say, what was wrong with that? Like, they got a contract and they contracted it out to a subcontractor. That's done all the time. And of course, like, they would have got away with it. Like they say on the, oh my gosh, it's totally escaping my mind, guys. You know what I want to say. Shaggy and Scooby, like they say on Scooby-Dooby-Doo, you know, we would have got away with it if it wasn't for you pesky kids. But they wouldn't have gotten away. They would have got away with it if they would have just paid the freaking money to that second company. But anyways, in the same article, the outlet reported that the company was indicted for racketeering in 1987 for allegedly bribing local officials to let them illegally dump construction waste in New Jersey. The scheme was allegedly organized by a member of the Gambino crime family. But the charges were dropped after L'Aquila agreed to pay a $25,000 fine. In 2006, a scathing New York City Sanitation Department rejected an application by Rocco and Dino Sr. to operate a waste business in the city, calling the pair unworthy of obtaining a registration. The request was denied because the applicants lacked, quote-unquote, good character, honesty, and integrity, the report said. Wow. So Rocco and Vincenzo have 3 children, including twins Rocco and Dino, and daughter Gina, age 24. Relatives of the family did not respond to DailyMail.com queries. By press time, a colleague of Rocco Sr. declined comment. Meanwhile, friends and associates of the bodybuilder have expressed surprise and disbelief at the news describing Dino Tomassetti as not violent at all and quote-unquote a great guy. A woman outside Dino's building in East Williamsburg, who identified herself as the suspect's best friend, told the NY Post that Dino was not violent. Nope, not at all, she said. He's my best friend. I really don't want to talk about it. A worker in the building... Oh, this is hilarious. Anyways, a worker in the building said, I'm from the South Bronx. Shit happens every effing day, man. Not much I can do about it. Okay. He's a great guy, man. I wouldn't expect him to do something like that. So one of the parents' neighbors said, they're very fine people. I can't say a bad word about them. Ha. Okay. So I feel sorry for them. What else can you think? I feel sorry for them. I hope they survive and come out of this. So let me know what you guys think about this news story. I tried to find more details for you, and I just could not find them. I'm just trying to get some of these pictures really quickly. They tan so much, these Italians. The Italians. If, because even if the family was not speaking to the press, they can still get this story, so this is just really strange to me. Let's see here, because I know the cops at least will be talking to the press. Yep. So once more we have this white on white crime. A son trying to kill both of his parents, but he just shot them. They did not die as of now, or when this story was published, December 27, 2021. So let me know what you guys think about this story. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.